How is Aparoksha Jnana perceived at the end of movie?
So the question was, how do I realize the truth, ultimate truth? How is that Aparoksha Jnana possible? Okay. So we have Paroksha Jnana, indirect knowledge. Aksha means sense organs. Anything I perceive through sense organs is still a question mark. Okay, because my limitation of my sense organs comes in picture. Pratyaksha, I see with my eyes, still I don't know what I am seeing. For example, I see a banana, yellow color. So that banana is because of my molecules. What I see is not what is there. What is really there, I don't know. Okay, so this is the limitation of any of our perception. So that's why the perceptions cannot be trusted. Then the only thing which I am certain at any point of time is that I exist. If I exist only, I can perceive something. My existence, I don't have any questions. Right? So Atma Jnana means recognizing who am I. So the who am I is the existence behind my all perceptions. Can I see myself? Can I know myself? I cannot know myself. The seer cannot see himself. The Sakshi cannot see itself. Atma cannot see itself. In that sense, I cannot see myself at no point of time. That means I am unknowable to myself any time at a time. I am unknowable. Okay. But entire life for my life struggle is to know myself. The spiritual teaching is know yourself. Okay. So that's a paradox. The spiritual teaching is know yourself. Really, I cannot know myself. Okay. All spiritual teaching in the world say know yourself first. The whole problem is I cannot know myself at all. I am unknowable. All self-knowledge is to come to a conclusion that I cannot know myself. I am unknowable to myself. Okay. So then people say, know yourself, know yourself. Every saint in the world says, know yourself, find out who you are. So when you find out who you are, you can come to a conclusion, I cannot find out who am I. The one who is seeking is myself. The seeker cannot see himself. The seeker cannot know himself. I am unknowable. So what is my problem then? My problem is the unknowable I think I know. I know I'm a man. I know I'm an intelligent person. I know I'm happy. I know. So unknowable I've converted into knowable. The subject, pure subject, I'm making it object. I'm objecting myself. So that is an error. Unknowable has become known. Actually, in fact, everybody in the world think they seem to think that they know. Okay, I know. Even some a little bit of Vedanta study. I know Vedanta. I know who am I. Okay, the problem is you cannot know yourself at all. You are unknowable. There are only two categories of things in the world: known and unknown. Unknown can become known. Okay, but there is a third category, unknowable. Unknowable is the Atma. Then what is the spiritual teaching? Know yourself, know yourself, know yourself, know yourself that you are unknowable. So you come to a conclusion, I am unknowable. Now, how do you do that? Whatever you know is an object. Known is an object. So the whole process of Vedanta is negation of known. Neti. Whatever is known is an object. I'm not. Then I'll come to a stage, I cannot negate anything. And I cannot know myself also. Because one who is negating, you cannot know. But you know it exists. I exist. So you reach a pure existence, which you cannot negate. You cannot say, I don't exist. So you cannot negate your existence. You can negate your knowledge. Please understand. You can negate your knowledge, but you cannot negate your existence. And then you are reached a pure existence. In the spiritual journey, what will happen? You see the world. So you say, close your eyes. The moment you close your eyes, the world disappears. Okay. So then mental world opens up. Thoughts, feelings, emotions, ideas. Thoughts, feelings, emotions are also objects. Okay. Finally, you come to the idea. Idea is the subtlest form of the universe, causal form of the universe. Even if the idea form, I want to find out who am I. The one who is trying to find out who am I is also an object. That's the idea. Even that guy is an object. So you give up. I cannot know myself. Okay, then you'll peace. Right? I am unknowable. Okay. That unknowable I am, undefinable I am, is real I. So then you accept, I cannot know myself. And unknowable I is real I. All my search to know that I is objectifying that. Then I'm trapped. So spiritual journey, every spiritual seeker wants to get hang of that unknowable guy. Unknowable, he wants to make it known, which is impossible. When you are understanding, even that idea to find that unknowable guy is also false. It's also mithya. It's also appearance. Then you are free. That's Aparoksha Jnana. Okay. So Aparoksha Jnana is to know, is to come to conclusion that I am unknowable, but I exist. I'm not speaking about non-existence. Okay. But I cannot define myself. And that any effort to define myself as known is a failure, is a misery. That's called samsara. Then I become peaceful. Okay. So until that Aparoksha Jnana happens, your mind will not be clear. So mind will keep on questioning. A lot of philosophical doubts will rise. In fact, mind will find a very happiness in finding a philosophical doubt. Every technical definition of philosophy you want to expand. This philosophy is right, that philosophy is right. Right? Actually, Purva Pakshi is the mind. In Vedanta, they say there's a guy called Purva Pakshi. He'll put a very subtle question. Really, it's Purva Pakshi is nothing. In Vedanta, Purva Pakshi is nothing but objective vision of our mind. No matter how you come out with some conclusion, mind will come and say, hey, this is still doubtful. You can't satisfy that get Purva Pakshi. He's still not convinced. Right? So he is holding on to Purva Paksha. What is holding on to Purva Paksha? That I am knowable. Okay. Purva Paksha means a preconceived notion. I am knowable is a Purva Paksha. No matter how hard to convince that guy, he will not be able to convince. So I am knowable, not knowable. Now, once you recognize, have an Aparoksha Jnana that I am unknowable and I can't search anymore further, okay, then you're at peace. Then you see the world, you perceive the world. So Jnana's world doesn't change. The sense organs are same, the mind is same. So now if I am unknowable, there's no entity, solidified entity there. So then any person comes in front of Jnani is also unknowable. So earlier everybody was knowable. My friend, my relative, my uncle, my boss, my wife. So everything is known. Now when you yourself are unknowable, everybody for you is unknowable. In the sense, you see yourself in everybody. For Jnani, everybody is his own self. So that's a slight, what is this self? So now why does Jnani try to teach? Okay. So for Jnani, his own self is coming in the form of somebody. It is like this. Let us say you are, let's say 60-year-old. So you meet your 10-year-old character, 10-year-old boy. Then what will you tell him? Hey, don't worry about this. Come out of this. You are 60-year-old after experience. You will tell 10-year-old guy. So it's your own self. Similarly for Jnani, everybody is his own self. Only thing is his younger self. He is the older self now. Or he is the self. He is trying to explain, why dear, why are you falling into this trouble? This is not there. You can't know yourself. That he is trying to explain. That's what his teaching is. So for them, for Jnani, everybody is unknowable in that sense. Not only everybody is unknowable, okay, but he is able to deal meaningfully. He can interact meaningfully, okay. Based on the perception, he can interact meaningfully, but there's no reality in the perception. It's like this, yeah. How we do, no? A scientist knows water is nothing but hydrogen, oxygen, two molecules of hydrogen, oxygen. Still, he is able to drink a cup of coffee, knowing very well that it's hydrogen, oxygen he is drinking. So similarly, a Gnani, knowing very well that anybody is unknowable, he is able to deal appropriately. That's why this is spoken in Bhagavad Gita. Brahmane Gavihastini, a Gnani is able to treat a Brahmana, elephant, a cow, a Chandala with equality. Means he is able to, equality doesn't mean that he will take the cow, a dog, and put it in the chair. He will give respect to the cow, he will take care of the dog. So he has equanimity and treating everybody. Doesn't mean that he will violate the transaction logic. So Gnani is able to operate very well in the world, in the transaction world, knowing very well that he is dealing with the unknowable. So what happens in case of Gnana? The mind, when you see something, any sense input comes, immediately information gets triggered. For example, I see this apple. The moment I see the apple, mind will immediately retrieve the data, apple. So apple is a real object for me. But Gnani, the apple is a name in the mind, a form in the mind gets triggered, and it's apple. So apple is an object as a reality. For Gnani, apple is not an object. It's not knowable because substance of apple is unknowable. The essence of apple is unknowable. Essence of myself is unknowable. Essence of everything in the world is unknowable. That unknowable is Brahman. Unknowable is awareness. Unknowable is Atma. So when he sees in the world, he comes to understand that, comes to conclusion, I cannot know anything in the world. All the perceptions are not telling the truth. All perceptions are lies, mithya. But what is reality? There's a reality there. That reality is unknowable, which is myself. Huh? That's existence. Okay. So now Gnani has, in one sense, he is able to sense an object because sense organs are working. In the other sense, he knows what is there is unknowable. The substance of everything in the universe is unknowable. That is Brahman, because Brahman has no name, no form, no touch, no sound, no smell. So you have to come to a conclusion. Advaita has come to a conclusion. I cannot know myself, and I cannot know anything in the world, but still I am all this. Unknowable reality, I am. Okay. Any effort to convert this unknowable to knowable is a misery. That's samsara. My whole life is that only. Samsara. Unknowable, you are trying to make it knowable, which is impossible. So this is the understanding of Gnani. My innermost self is unknowable. The outer reality is unknowable. Only thing I can say is there is an existence. What is that existence? I can't define. That I call as pure existence. Sat. Atma darshanam, Brahma darshanam. Brahma darshanam, Satya darshanam means that. Atma darshanam, I see myself. As what? I cannot see myself. I cannot know myself. But I exist. The existence you cannot deny. Okay? That is Brahman. Sat. Then Brahma darshanam. The world I see. The world name and form is unreal. The what is there is a existence. That is real. I cannot see it. I cannot know it. So that unknown is Brahman. Unknowable is Brahman. But I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. Sarvam Khalida Brahma. That also he knows. So to know myself, Atma Darshanam is peace. Mukti. Because I am not anything in the world. Okay. I am free from anything in the world because anything in the world has Vichara, modification, birth, growth, old age, and decay. I don't have anything. So that's why I'm peaceful. I'm Mukta. So that's called Mukti. Atma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam means I can see everything in the world. There's a variety. Okay. That I cannot know what is that. Unknowable. Existence. Sat. But I am that. So then what will happen? I am connected to everything in the world. I feel connected. That's called love. Universal love. That's called bhakti, parabhakti. So Jnana and bhakti both come together in Atma Jnana. So Jnana and bhakti are also not separate. Now bhakti is real bhakti. It's called parabhakti because you know the reality. Reality is unknowable. It's existence. That's all you can say. It's pure existence. And it's pure consciousness also you can say, because I am the consciousness. Existence, consciousness, and it's infinite also I can say. It's all words only. In reality, it's not knowable through sense organs and the mind. So I am unknowable, the world is unknowable, but still
I know everything.
still a Gnani knows everything as nothing. There's no thing. He knows everything as nothing. So this is the state of a Gnani. So then what will happen when Gnani sees somebody? He feels one who is there in front of him is not knowable. The real subject is pure awareness, existence. There's nobody in that sense. The body is there. Body is operating. So from the emptiness, the thoughts and feelings emerge. And into emptiness, thoughts, feelings go back. That emptiness is Atma, Brahman. That he understands. From Brahman, everything arises, and from into Brahman, everything merges. Also, he understands. Okay. Now, what arises and what merges is a perception. It's not reality. That also he understands. So then he lives in peace and love. He has peace and love. Love because he's connected to everything, which is nothing. Okay. Peace because he is nothing. He is nobody. That nothing is everything. Is Purna. Because everything in the universe is in the causal form there. Causal form means idea form. Everything in the universe comes from there. So now that nothing is a field of all possibilities. Okay. So in that sense, Gnani operates from a field of all possibilities. For him, nothing seems to be impossible. Okay. That's the Ishvara, the field of all possibilities. So in the quantum mechanics, it's called quantum field. Okay. There's nothing. The moment something comes out, it comes into a field of certainty. Certainty is domain of manifestation. Certainty is a domain of karma. Okay. So now a Gnani or Turyatita, he operates from a domain of life itself is a paradox for Gnani. So some person can say there is a paradox here, there is a paradox here. For Gnani, everything is a paradox simultaneously. Nothingness and everythingness. Emptiness and fullness. Okay. So this is the state of liberation, Jivan Mukti. From a state of certainty, you to move into a state of uncertainty. And in a state of uncertainty is a full of possibility. So this matches with the language of quantum mechanics. So any questions? Did I cover everything?
Yeah. Yeah. So Aparoksha generally means there is nothing to pursue, therefore it is no perception is meaningful. That is the Aparoksha.
It's called apperception. Apperception. It's not a perception. It's a perception, but still it's there. Now, who knows this? There would be somebody who knows this. Any teaching of spirituality, ultimately the knower is Gnata. Gnata or the knower. Okay, knower has a problem. The one who is searching is a knower. Okay. So the waking state knower is called Vishwa. Dream state knower is called Taitasa. Deep sleep state knower is called Pradna. So Pradna is Prayena Adnaha. The knower, the waking state guy says he doesn't know anything. The guy is sleeping. Okay. Sleeping, doesn't know anything. He doesn't know himself. He doesn't know the world. That's why he's Prayena Adnaha. Ignorant person, he says. In fact, the Pradna is the Sarvadna. He knows everything. The Mandukya says he is Sarvadna. Yesha Sarveshwara, Yesha Sarvadna. Right? He is the knower. Okay, he is the real knower. Who is the real knower? Somebody who doesn't have to know anything. No cognition is possible because everything is he. Ishvara, Sarveshwara is in the deep sleep. Now, who doesn't know? The guy who is in the waking state doesn't know. Okay. The deep sleep guy is already in the pure awareness, non-dual state. The ignorance is for the waking guy. So, waking guy is a Gnatra. He is the Vishwa. He comes up and says, the deep sleep guy is a Pradna. He is Adna. So, I know something. No, I can see the world. I know something. He doesn't know that what he knows is not knowing. So, then deep sleep, Mandukya Upanishad says, I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman, is said. Who is that self? This self, innermost self. Who is that? Yourself in the deep sleep state is Brahman. Because that you can relate. In the deep sleep state, there's a peace, there is infinity, non-duality. So that is Brahman, makes some sense. So then to the waking state guy said, you are that guy. Who is that? In deep sleep. You are that Pradna who is in deep sleep, who is nothing but Pradnana, pure awareness, Brahman. So, Shantam Advaitam. So for whom is the teaching? The waking state guy. Now the waking state guy comes and says, in deep sleep I cannot know anything. That's what is the case. You cannot know anything about yourself. You cannot know anything about the world. That's what is whatever is known is perception, not real, Vidya. So what is your real state is deep sleep. Now the deep sleep state, you start searching. I want to get a Turiya. I want to go into Samadhi and find out the deep sleep state. Or I want to get into Samadhi and know Brahman. It's not possible. Because the deep sleep state is there all the time.
On which other things are
waking state, dream state, deep sleep state are superimposed on that. So in the waking state also you are there, Turiya. Dream state also you are there, Turiya. And deep sleep state also you are there, Turiya. So to find it exclusively is meaningless. You can't find it. Then it becomes an object. Right? Then what he can understand, waking state guy can understand, I in the dream deep sleep state, Pradna, is nothing but Brahman. So Brahman, Om Ityekaksharam Sarvam, Yadbhutam Echa Bhavyam, whatever I am manifest is nothing but Brahman only. I am that Brahman. Atma Darshanam, Brahma Darshanam. Brahma Darshanam, Satya Darshanam. He comes. Now he comes to understand. Now you understand. For him, everything is fluid. Everything is a state of possibility. Nothing is certainty. Okay? Because everything is an idea. Everything is a potentiality. For him, in the waking state, he sees Brahman, he experiences Brahman. In the sense, unknowable reality he experiences. So Adnani touches Brahman, smells Brahman, tastes Brahman, okay, which is unknowable. So is it clear? Any questions?
No.
Okay.